Welcome back to the Malaysia Money Matters show. It's the 30th of December 25.
And we are wrapping up the year with a look at some really critical year-end headlines.
We're calling this our year-end cleanup. We'll start with corporate moves, then shift to governance, and finish with some big global shifts.
It's a packed list. Let's jump right in with Malaysian companies. And the one that surprised me was Lembaga Tabung Haji.
Right, the pilgrimage fund. They just became a substantial shareholder in D&O Green Technologies.
Exactly. They bought up over 5% of the company.
Okay, but this was right after D&O posted its biggest quarterly loss ever. I think it was RM 169 million. Why would a major fund jump in now?
Well, that's the fascinating part. That massive loss, it came from huge inventory impairments.
So writing down the value of old stock.
Precisely. Tabung Haji isn't seeing a failing company. They're seeing a one-off accounting cleanup. They think the stock is now massively undervalued. It's a huge vote of confidence.
Speaking of confidence, Infomina seems to be securing its future.
Oh, absolutely. They landed a big 3-year software support deal in Thailand with Siam Commercial Bank.
That's worth, what, about US $34 million?
Yeah, and the key thing here is predictable, recurring revenue. It really cements their place in the region.
Okay, let's talk listings. Ming Group got the green light for the ACE market.
And they're backed by Solarvest, which is interesting. This IPO is all about building up their war chest.
To go after bigger projects.
Exactly. The kind of large-scale projects that support Malaysia's industrial growth and the clean energy transition.
Now, another one heading for a listing is Semico Capital, the arcade machine distributor.
And analysts are loving their margins, right? Somewhere between 43 and 49%.
Which sounds amazing, but what's the catch?
The catch is the risk. It's a small company, and almost 42% of its revenue comes from just 2 customers.
So if one of them wonks,
the stock could get hit hard. It's something you really need to watch with this one.
Okay, pivoting to energy. Hibiscus Petroleum's associate had to pause drilling in Australia.
Yeah, at the Charlemont one well, they hit a pocket of high-pressure gas much shallower than they expected.
So a safety precaution.
Totally. They have to stop, reassess the well design, and make sure they can proceed safely to their main target.
And just to quickly wrap up the corporate news, Max's is back online for those 3,000 customers in Kuala Kangsar after that fire.
Good to hear. And PNB Merdeka Ventures has a new CEO, Datuk Izwan Hasli, who's starting in January. His big job is getting Merdeka 118 and the new mall ready for its debut.
All right, so with the corporate cleanup done, let's move to governance. MECC has been very busy.
Very busy. 2 major cases just before the year ends. First, an army procurement probe.
They seized 6 bank accounts, right?
Yeah.
Involving a senior officer.
Yes. And then the other big one, a former minister was questioned over an alleged RM 5 million bribe.
And a Lamborghini.
In a Lamborghini gift, yeah. All tied to land deals, including a piece of land that was meant for a surau.
Wow, okay. On a different note, our top judges are finally getting a pay rise.
A 30% hike. And it's the first one in over a decade.
Why is this so important right now?
It's about protecting the judiciary's integrity and independence. You can't have judges engaging in outside business, so this recognizes their role and hopefully strengthens the rule of law.
And the legal news continues. Former Prime Minister Najib has filed an appeal.
Yes, against the High Court's rejection of his application for house arrest. So that legal challenge continues.
Meanwhile, the Competition Commission is going after 31 childcare centers in Kelantan.
For alleged price fixing. They supposedly set minimum floor prices for their services, which stifles competition. They have 30 days to respond.
This next one is a really interesting legal precedent.
The ruling on joint management bodies, or JMBs.
The High Court said they can legally charge different maintenance fees in mixed developments.
Right, and it makes perfect sense. The court found it would be inequitable, that's the word they used, for someone without access to an exclusive pool or gym to have to pay for its upkeep. It's a big deal for strata property owners.
Okay, let's zoom out to the macro picture. Malaysia's producer price index.
It eased again, down 1.8% in November. This is a sign of producer deflation, so prices at the factory gate are falling. We're seeing similar trends in places like Thailand.
And globally, the AI investment frenzy is just not stopping.
Not at all. NVIDIA taking a $5 billion stake in Intel, and SoftBank buying Digital Bridge for $4 billion.
It's all about infrastructure now, isn't it?
It is. The race is on for data centers and computing power. That's the bottleneck in the AI boom.
And finally, a word of warning from China.
Yeah, state media is telling everyone not to make one-way bets on the yuan after it appreciated 4%.
They're getting nervous.
A stronger yuan hurts their exports and adds to deflationary pressure at home. So Beijing is trying to manage expectations and keep some flexibility.
It seems like the big themes heading into the new year are integrity at home and technological adaptability on the global stage.
Absolutely. The MAC's actions and the global AI spending spree really highlight that.
So here's something for you to think about. Given that high court ruling on different maintenance fees, how do you think this will fundamentally change how developers market and even design their next big projects?
Make sure you subscribe to the Malaysia Money Matters podcast for more deep dives into the financial landscape.
Hey there, thanks for tuning in. If you would like a deeper dive into all the investment opportunities from today's news, subscribe to my newsletter at moneymatters.substack.com. I will be sharing a deeper analysis of the key investment opportunities from today's news, including what makes these opportunities stand out and how they fit into the broader market trends. By subscribing to the Malaysia Money Matters newsletter, you will also get exclusive insights on my watch list and portfolio and fundamental reports on Malaysian listed companies.